Good morning. It's Daryl at the Automatic Trade Desk. It is March 24th, 2025, 10:18 a.m. and change Pacific time. We are trading the MNQ today, the micro future of the NASDAQ index, the MNQ. We have a closed P&L today, 224.50. That's over 440 ticks. Closed P&L so far today since midnight. And a slight open P&L. We're currently in that trade. You can see my bracket order here. Target is above, stops below. So we're long right now, okay? Currently been printing back down towards our target. Right now we're long. Okay, so how did we get this closed P&L? How did we get this 440 ticks closed P&L? Well, I'll show you. First of all, our daily candlestick is over here. Let's take a look. This is a daily candlestick. Each candlestick represents one day. This is today. And you can see we are rotating between two gaps in price. You can see where we closed low and opened up higher. So didn't provide price to fill that in. Same thing up here for lower. And now look, we're testing that gap today. Okay, I just want to show you a little bit about the market and how it's reacting. We've been basing in this area so far. All right, so let's take a look at the trades that we took. All automatic trades. First of all, automatic entry, automatic bracket orders, automatic P&L management, automatic trade management, the whole smear, okay, of automatic. This tool that I'm using allows me to trade that way. Okay, so let's take a look at the trades now. We're going to scroll back in time. Once again, this is a bracket order. Everybody, anyone that comes into the futures market with a trade in the futures market should always have at least a stop. Okay, at least a stop. If you don't, that's one of the ways that you could lose all or most or all or even more than the amount of money in your account when you're a futures trader, okay? And it's a responsibility of every trader to make sure that they're responsible with the risk management. Okay, let's go back in time. We're going to look at these trades. There's one right there. There's another one. And another one. Okay, this is how we did it last night. Boom. Automatically, we went long at midnight. Boom. That was a good trade. Went right to target. Then automatically, we took a short right here, and that was a bad trade. You can see it traced to the stop. Then automatically took a long right here. And as you can see, that went to target denoted by the green line. We'll trace it to its target. There it is, right there. It took a target. The next thing was a long entry right here, okay? So we've been in this trade since then. It almost stopped us out. Look, came very close. I'm going to take a look at this. Show you this. Look how close we came to our stop, but didn't hit it, did it? Okay, then remember we're long, so our target's up here. Our target is where we want our trade to go. Our stop is where we don't want it to go, okay? So we're going to follow through and see how it went, okay? Okay, look how close we got to our target there, but didn't hit the target, did it? Okay, we're just still in the trade, bouncing around between our bracket order, okay? Our target's above, and right now current price is right here. So far came down, retested our entry, and now is printing this way. Currently, we're still with a short-term trend line going down, okay? Anyone can see that. Lower high, lower high, lower high. Okay? Amazing automatic trading, amazing results, plenty of ticks. Any trader that would bag 440 ticks on any future would be very happy for the day. Okay, currently we're still in. My actual target is almost twice this much. Okay, so we'll see how that goes for the day for P&L management. We'll check back on this trade in a little bit. Okay, checking back in on this trade. Volatility's picking up. We're on a tick chart today. Each bar is roughly the same number of ticks, although not exact, as you can see. So volatility's picked up, so I thought it'd be a good time to check in on this current trade. Just as a review, we're up over 440 ticks closed P&L, currently in an open P&L of around 180 ticks or so. So maybe 160 ticks. So right around in that area, but it's very volatile right now, as you can see. So the candlesticks are starting to get a little bit larger. That's what I mean. See, take a look at this one, this one. So we're starting to have a little struggle for the trend right now. And here we are on a daily basis, still sitting at the kind of near the beginning of this, what I would call maybe a supply zone. No one knows, but a gap fill is what I would call it right there. Okay, so this being the gap. So we're watching price right now. This is full automatic trading. Everything is automatic here. And sometimes, since it's a tick chart, depending on the speed of trading, and a lot of times that's what really makes a big difference in these candlesticks. Have you ever noticed when you're looking at price, candlesticks will all be kind of roughly even amount of volume and everything, and then all of a sudden one that's maybe even lighter in volume proportionally, but it'll go up 4 times the size or 3 times the size of the other candlesticks. Well, that's often because the trades are coming in so fast that some of the trades on the bid and ask are even taken out of the way. And that's the reason why that price will go so fast sometimes, and sometimes during very fast trading, that's when these changes in trend or accelerations in trend will occur. I've just tend to notice that. Okay, so right now we're kind of on a mini uptrend. Okay, because why would I say that? Well, here's a low, right, and here is a lower high, back down to a higher low, okay, and then a higher high, and then a lower low and a higher high. Now, will this be some sort of mini double top right here? I don't know. Nobody knows. Honestly, no one knows. This is all based on probability. How do I know the probability of my trade with automatic trading? I have a data set. Okay? And that's how I know the probability. It's a beautiful big data set, okay? Then guess what? I have masks and overlays even that I use on top of the data set. So if you really think about it, it's like algorithms and algorithms, and that's how I can get such a precise call on these trades. I mean, I just don't know of traders that often get over 400 ticks in one day on a future. And actually, we're in a now open P&L of over 200 ticks. So we'll see how this goes. It could hit the stop. It's been very close to the stop. It's been very close to the target. Hasn't hit either one. It's been bouncing around right now, printing for us. An interesting look. Now we're entering this zone again, where I have marked on the daily. Okay, we're entering it again. And look at price right here, pushing up towards our target. Okay, I find that a lot of times institutions and professionals, they will trade more in these areas that tend to be what you would call zones. Okay, and they have all kinds of strategies and whatnot in between. So and they keep them secret, so no one knows for sure. But large amounts of volume occur in those areas. So you must assume that there's an exchange taking place at that time. Okay, so here we are. We just made barely a higher high than this high, right? Okay, so we'll just wait and see what happens. If this stretches towards a target, I'll come back in so you can see what it looks like. Here we are pushing up towards the high ticks of the day. You can see the daily candlestick. Call your attention to the trade over here on the right. Our target is above, stops below. Price has been very close to our target now. We're up about 280 ticks on this trade, about 400. There's the target right there. Went straight through. Close P&L now. Over 700 ticks. Okay. Over 700 ticks close P&L at the current time. But we haven't hit our close P&L for the day, so we're still going to trade. If it comes into, it's 12:06 p.m. Pacific time, as you can see. If it comes into the area where, and the conditions where this algo strategy will trade again, it'll take another trade because we're not quite to the max P&L. I'm going to step out and go do a few things, and I'll come back and check back in on this in a few minutes to see how this turns out for the day. Less than 50 minutes, a little more than 50 minutes left in the American stock market today, Pacific time. So we'll see how this turns out, because I exit every day automatically by the close of the American stock market. That's part of my risk management, my friends. And so we'll see how this turns out. Okay, we're checking back in on this trade. It's Daryl at the automatic trade desk. Check it out. Oh, there it is. No hands trading. Amazing. Over 800 ticks. You saw it right before your eyes. Boom. Over 800 ticks on the micro future. When was the last time you or anyone you know got 800 ticks in one day trading? This is amazing automatic trading. It's an automatic trading tool with a data set. The ticks and the results, my friends, speak for themselves.